Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Leo July 2022 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant. For those of you who are stopping by for the first time, actually I've done a number of clairvoyant readings for Leos from different parts of the world over the course of the last month. And if you'd like to have a one-on-one clairvoyant experience with me, just check out the information in the description, and the fees for your country are on the link, the website link. It's easy to find, and other currencies can be sorted out as well if PayPal accepts it from whatever country you happen to be in. Now, let's see what there is in store for you. We're going to draw 5 cards. We'll try and get through them quite quickly today because I know that you are always in a hurry to get things done. And this deck actually is one that you probably won't see around anywhere. There's the 6 of Wands. The reason being is that it's out of print, and the developer has said that they shall not, there's the Lovers, they shall not be producing anything more. They're doing other things, as we do from time to time want to do. That's the Lovers. There's the 8 of Cups. What do we have here? I'd love to dig into the middle of the thing here and just let my fingers do the walking. Here we go. What's that? That is the 2 of Cups. 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and Lovers on a diagonal. How very interesting. We'll get and have a look at that in just 1 second. And finally, we need something else, don't we? Well, you look like you're poking out, whatever you are. So, you are the Wheel of Fortune. Great to see. Now, why don't you, as is our usual practice, come and sit down here next to me. We'll have a good close look at the imagery on the cards together while I do the reading for you. Okay, I think you can see these here. Let's have a look at the first card that you drew, which is this 6 of Wands. Now, let's have a look at the 6 of Wands here. What am I getting from this 6 of Wands? Well, here you are finally let out of boot camp, and you are now ready for combat. All of that failure and resistance only made you stronger. Now you're being called to battle. There can be a bit of, wow, look at me to this card. There can be the feeling of asking for a celebration or a victory parade before you even see the battlefield. Like, look at me, I made it onto my horse without falling, so let's celebrate. But in its best form, this energy here is noble and valiant. Here, she is fighting for something, not just fighting to be seen. Here she fights under the banner decorated with the sign, I think, of Leo. She's fighting for Apollo, for wisdom, for heat and light. Now, the astrology of this card for me is that of Jupiter ruling the 2nd decan of Leo, the 3rd to the 12th of August. Now, Jupiter is all about love, expansion, and philosophy, and this combines well with the creativity of Leo, and so you have success in achieving your goals. Now, Leo is also ruled by the sun, and with this number 6 here, I have a mystical association with the sun as well. So you have balance and harmony, and Leo is going to give you confidence and creativity, while Jupiter will bring expansiveness and development to you. This definitely speaks to me for you of victory over past troubles. Although you remember them, you have defeated them and become stronger. All is well. You have worked hard to get where you are, and now you are being rewarded. You'll have high self-confidence from Leo, so go and set new goals and improve your learning and understanding, which is the Jupiter aspect. So what are you planning to do? This moment promises success. Now, what do you really want to achieve? What does victory mean to you? Say this to yourself. I am now ready to enjoy success in my life. Every event in my life brings me closer to my final goal, and my victory brings benefits to all involved. Now, I think we shall have a look next up on this same horizontal line, and it is this card, rather colourfully set out, which is that of the Lovers. Now, the astrology of this card for me, where it is set out here, is that of Mercury ruling Gemini with Dragon's Head, the north node of the moon, exalted. Now, the meaning of this energy here for you this month really centers around the reconciliation of opposites. This is the children of the voice divine, the oracle of the mighty gods. There is a need for you to look at all angles before making something of a major decision in your life at the moment. I see love here for you. You're going to be very attractive to other people at the moment, so make of that what you will. And I see connection here, union of opposites through love, and becoming conscious through relationship, choices, perhaps partnerships, getting together with one or more people to achieve a common goal. Maybe also you might find at some point you're at something of a crossroads, so there's a need to make a decision, perhaps related to a project that you're working on or in a business environment. Now, someone here is going to be falling in love, but commitment is the real energy that's coming around here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see something that you hear of an engagement or people moving in together. You may well find that you are being called upon to settle disputes that other people that have. You need to look at harmony in your relationships. There's something here about a choice on the direction ahead of you. Now, there could well be a mutual attraction and a great sexual connection, but this is a major arcana card, so it's definitely not a one-night stand. Now, this Lover's energy represents two opposites which yearn for and are attracted to one another. This duality, which is reflected in every aspect of existence, is experienced in the relations between two people. Every attempt at approach, union, connection is an expression of the passionate urge to re-establish the oneness that was lost when you descended from spirit into matter. Every individual, every man, and every woman contains the duality of male and female. Now, these express themselves in different and often contradictory personal characteristics. I think that this is also signifying that you will have a great ability to deal with people of all age groups, and you'll have a very keen understanding of opposites, of paradox, oppositions, and polarity. There is a relationship around, and there is a focus in connection with it for personal development and growth. Certainly, there's a commitment to unification at this time. Now, if you're not already a therapist, you probably could make a good therapist, because you'll have a very good idea about what's going on in other people's headspace. This card presenting as it does here in this top right-hand corner, it can indicate a wonderful and exciting love relationship. And current relationships either deepen, or I have to tell you, some of them can end. Now, new methods for personal growth and integration of your own opposing aspects present themselves as you turn toward and interact with a partner or group. What do you seek in the people you love? What comprises a fulfilling relationship for you? Say this to yourself: I enjoy working with people of all ages. I have inherent people skills. I am emotionally sure about what I need or don't need, about what I want or don't want from relationships, and I am now ready to meet the person I have always longed to meet. So it doesn't surprise me really that this card is diagonally opposite it, And this is, of course, the Lord of Love. And this is otherwise known as the Two of Cups to the uninitiated. Well, the Two of Cups is an egalitarian relationship. No one stands above or below anyone else. Everyone's cup is of the same size. No one is sacrificing anything for anyone else. You can see it often as a marriage energy around here. So you're going to hear of that, I think. And some people think marriage can be boring, but at least there is one person with whom you know where you now stand, is what I'm getting from this. Do you understand what I mean? That will mean something to you. Which brings us to this strange little couple here, surrounded by flowers that represent love, each allowed to be their own strange little self, each with the cup that suits them best. Now, the really great astrology of this, in the same line as this Wheel of Fortune and diagonally opposite the Lovers, is that of Venus in the first decan of Cancer, the 21st of June to the 1st of July. Now, this exemplifies, this really cries out the great benefit of you having drawn this card, because Venus is the most receptive of planets and has to do with love, beauty, creativity, relationship. And Cancer is the sign to do very often with nurturing, comfort, support, and healing. So I see here close bonds, I see here togetherness, love, harmony, and a relationship that is strengthening, mutual love and respect. Now, this doesn't just have to mean in a romantic sense. It could be in a family setting, or it could be in a friendship setting. There's receptive love and happy relationships and emotional exchange all over this, you know. But I will say this: if you love yourself, you then become attractive to others. Your receptiveness towards yourself prepares you to give yourself totally to somebody else. A deep emotional exchange will be possible, a giving and receiving of overflowing love. It is your readiness to receive love that makes you attractive. Surrender to yourself, to others, and to life. I see here the beginning of a harmonious relationship, probably a close friendship. And again, I'm getting that feeling of partnership around here, working with someone else. There is a love in the air here that is both special and equal, and you'll be able to give and to receive love in equal measure. Now, with which persons and in which surroundings can you now share your love? Pay attention to the love coming to you now. Remain open and let it enter you and go deep inside. There is nothing to do but enjoy what life has to offer, and say this to yourself: I am now ready to let into my life the love relationships which will fulfill me. Well, let's turn next to the Lord of the Forces of Life, otherwise known as the Wheel of Fortune. And as you might expect, there is a very large Jupiter influence around this, which brings good luck, relates to growth and to expansion. Changes in fortune coming your way, which are going to be good, and also a sense of you working with your destiny here. There is abundance, prosperity, and good fortune about here. A new beginning, perhaps. Certainly an expansion, a development, a creative development within you, and a big breakthrough coming your way. Self-realization. And I have to say this: there's the likelihood of unexpected good fortune coming your way, because you're going to have luck. You're going to be able to take advantage of chance, because opportunities are coming in. Now, there's ups and downs, of course, But I think there could well be a life-changing meeting for you at this moment. But in any event, this energy is a definite yes. So I see that there is here for you with this energy, what I say is unexpected change coming into your life, which is going to be favorable, but which may not necessarily seem that way at first. So be ready to act on any unexpected opportunities. Now, when times are good, stay centered. Because, of course, things can always change, and they always do. If there's only one thing, they say that death and taxes are inevitable. Well, there is a third thing, and it's change. And if you think that things have been challenging for you recently, don't worry, because things are going to get better. Now, if miracles are not happening in your life now, there is something wrong. Change is about to happen. Now, you may need to alter your present course or change things around to set the stage for the right outcomes to come into your life. But if you struggle against the course of life, you become like those that are struggling against the course of the wheel. Be at the center of the wheel. Then, despite the ebbs and flows, you will never be shaken or broken. So if you stay centered to your own truth, you'll get through hardship. As I say, you stand before the possibility of a great breakthrough now, so use the moment. Are you really ready for the great good fortune that's coming your way? What is still standing in the way? Now maybe write it down or list to a trusted person what fortune means to you in your present situation. Then make a new list of everything which prevents your experiencing fortune right now. And say this to yourself. I am a prosperous individual. I am flexible in times of change. I enjoy manifesting internal abundance externally. Abundance which created me is what I am. And I am now ready for the miracle in my life. Now, I think that leaves us only, don't we, with this card that's in the center here. Why is this dark like that? Why is there a darkness? It's almost as if something is requiring you to look within. Now, this is Saturn ruling the first decan of Pisces, the 19th of February to the end of February, the 28th or the 29th, whatever it happens to be. Now, Saturn, as you will probably have heard, can very often have things to do with structure, with organization, with discipline, and it can come across as being a heavy energy, bringing a lot of responsibility with it. And Pisces, on the other hand, is intuitive, spiritual, emotional, and loves fantasy. Well, what happens here is I think that Saturn completely deadens the waters of Pisces. Saturn dominates and suffocates the joy of Pisces. And in that number 8 that's here, I have an association mystically with the planet Mercury. So there is also the flightiness of Mercury present in the card. So the overall influence represents sort of a dark Saturn with no growth. Now, the other thing is that astrologically, Mercury is in detriment in Pisces, so we have conflict here as well. But the number 8, numerologically for me, is about manifestation, practicality, skill, and decision. I think that this energy here is signaling a time for you to focus on personal truth and spiritual growth. Pay attention to the inspirations and messages that come to you through dreams. Now, this 8 can represent changing a routine, maybe a job, how you go about things, changing a relationship, moving to a new location, releasing old patterns or lifestyles, maybe abandoning current plans or projects, and that's not surprising in light of this Wheel of Fortune thing that you have here. You may be cutting things away so that you can take advantage of the new. It symbolizes a need, I think, for something of a withdrawal, a retreat, so you can re-examine your priorities, your actions, and your life. bringing in healing, new concepts to restore your inner balance. Now, there are places deep inside that the ego does not want to explore. These places on your path of evolution can be, and I'm looking at this darkness here, they can be dark and scary. Yet intuitively, you know you must continue to examine the shadow parts of yourself, your mystery self. These are the dark places that need to be confronted and owned, taking responsibility with forgiveness of yourself. There's a degree of, it's almost like there's a pilgrimage of the soul that's involving here. Now, I think what happens here is that you will consciously make the choice to let go and embrace new ideals and insights. Your authentic self is beckoning you to travel to higher planes, to accept an impending change and liberate yourself. You are the traveler and the seeker, so happy travels to you. Yes, it really is time you consider yourself. Set some limits around yourself and say no from time to time. It may be an old behavior pattern to always direct your love toward people from whom nothing comes in return. Now, this could be a sign indicating your fears of accepting love. What people come to mind for you in this context? Are you ready to dare to set limits and stand by them? In what situations do you hide your true feelings? Do you know, the scriptural texts, the Old Testament, the Hebrew Bible's been around for a couple of thousand years or more, and there's a book in it, the book of Psalms, and I think there's a psalm, I'm pretty sure it's Psalm 16 verse 5 that says, "The Lord is my allotted share and portion. You control my fate." Now, I'm not selling religion, but meditating on that, you'll find that with every step you take and each moment that passes, you will feel comfort, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. Well, a fascinating spread of cards for you this month. Good job. That's the way it is. What a fascinating and uplifting month for you this is going to be. I hope you enjoyed that reading as much as I did providing it to you. I certainly love seeing you each month, and I look forward to doing it. I can't wait to do the next one. And until the next time, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.